Sounding exquisite.
Oh shit, we back again. What's up, what's happening? Come to the party and bring a friend. Fuck it, I'm bringing 10. Ooh, tryna chat a 10. Big boy tryna chat a 10. She said I was catchy. I said, yo, tap him in.
Touchdown!
Double cup, wow, I stuck smile when I puff loud. I touch clouds, catch a touchdowns in my mind now, cause I'm zoned out. On a porch couch in the iCloud. 2 coughs and I'm back now. 2 coughs and I'm packed out. Somebody give me a drink before I gotta sit down. I'm making hits now with a smooth style.
Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Riley Puddin Peters, coming to you live with the Doctor Defensive Backs Quality Control Coach Preston Rowe. It's the Trash Talk Tailgate. We have live football playing right now. It's crazy. And you have us on a Friday at 7:30, not a Sunday. It's a new day, a new time, same us, same rhyme.
Yep.
Obviously, if you saw the thumbnail, the title of the stream, we're going to be doing predictions for week 1 of college football. Very excited. We're going to have an insane slate of games this weekend. I mean, it's for a week 1. I feel like they really loaded us up with some bangers.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so excited. But we do got to take one detour, one slight detour before we get there and talk about probably, I guess technically the 2 biggest things that have happened in the NFL, because there's something that we also had to get to talk about that happened before. If you can check the banner scrolling below.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag paid Terry. That's right, folks. The Washington Commanders agreed to a contract extension with Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry is staying in Washington. I couldn't be more excited. I mean, it's insane. That made me so happy. But also, Micah Parsons, stud defensive Swiss Army knife, utility guy. You don't want to put him in one position. You can do a lot. Just defensive stud, formerly of the Cowboys. Spoiler alert. Traded to the Packers. They settle on a 4-year, $188 million contract, makes him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. I mean, it's insane. The Cowboys just let him go. I mean,
$47 million a year. Jerry, you know, I don't know if he knows that he actually traded Mike Parsons, because if you watched his press conference, he kept on calling him Michael Parson.
Michael Parson, dude. I don't even know who this Michael Parson guy is, but we rated him for one of the really good defensive tackle. Yo, him talking about the defensive tackle in that one video was so fucking weird. Did you see the press conference? I was like,
yeah,
we needed a defensive tackle that could play for us today. I was like, ew. Man.
I mean, he kept on talking about how, you know, bad their defense was against the run. It's like, yeah, and giving up Micah Parsons is not going to help that. You give up, maybe you could argue, the best young defender in the league for 2 first-round picks and a defensive tackle. That is a steal for the Packers. Like, obviously, he broke the market wide open with $47 million per year. You know, that kind of blew the market out of the water. But if you were going to do this and you knew you weren't going to come to an agreement, why don't you trade him before the draft? That way you get a draft pick that can help you this year.
Right? And that, I mean, and you know, at the same time, you know that they did try to work out. I mean, they talked about him having a guaranteed contract offer of about $40 million a year. I believe that was the number that I saw. And so, you know, that this, like, obviously the reason that didn't happen is they thought that they were going to offer this dude a barn burner contract and he was going to take it.
Yeah.
But they didn't expect the market to be what it is for a player. Like, that's on them, though. I'm just saying, like, they fucked up in so many ways. They thought that they were going to be able to offer, like, what they thought was a good contract, but they didn't understand. They were talking to Micah Parsons, and a lot of people need Micah Parsons, a player like Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
And so obviously the market was probably talking. I mean, obviously the number that he got is insane. 4-year, $188 million is crazy money.
Yeah. $47 million a year. I believe it's $136 million fully guaranteed.
Fully.
Like, and if you're the Packers, obviously you do this because you're going for it. You've got a young quarterback who you believe in Jordan Love. You've got, a bunch of good wide receivers. I don't think any of them are great, but you've got a bunch of good ones. You've got a really good running back in Josh Jacobs. You've got a good offensive line. And your defense just got a lot better.
A lot better.
Adding in Micah Parsons, they are going for it this year.
All right. I saw this thing. It was like, oh, if it's real, this is some bullshit the internet can cook up too. But it was like Brett Favre at 27 got Reggie White, right? That's who he played with. And then it was Aaron Rodgers got, I can't remember who, at 27, and he won a Super Bowl. So Brett Favre got a great defensive player at 27, won a Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers got a great defensive player at 27, won a Super Bowl. Jordan Love is 27. Like he's 27 this year. They just got a great defensive player. That'd be crazy. Just some history repeats itself. But they do. I mean, honestly, that defense, like with a player like them, they become a legit contender. Shouts to my sister Mo. Can't wait for the Sibling Bowl, September 11th. Commanders versus Packers. That game just got a lot more interesting. Ooh. Yeah, that's a rough
also one. RIP Caleb Williams.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. Caleb Williams, just another stud defensive presence to come terrorize him 2 games a season. That's really all Micah Parsons was for in this trade. The Packers were just like, fuck Caleb Williams, dude. I mean, we're going to come after him. Him and JJ McCarthy. Let's see how that leg holds up.
Also, did you see that Jerry did the Family Guy meme with the mystery box?
Oh my God, no, I didn't.
In the press conference, he said, we got 2 first-round picks who could be 2 Pro Bowl caliber players. It's like, Jerry, you already had an all-pro pass rusher.
Yeah.
He did the Family Guy mystery box meme.
Yeah, dude.
It could be anything. It could even be a Micah Parsons.
Yeah, dude. It could be another Micah. We could get 2. It'd be crazy. What if we got another Zach Martin? That's all they're going to draft. They're going to draft Arch Manning and then linemen.
Yeah.
Also, shouts to Mo. Green Bay
in 5.
Large fries. She dies. No mine. Green Bay in 5.
Green Bay in 5. That's amazing. Shout out Morgan. That's really cool. But
that's pretty much it. I mean,
this is awesome for the Packers, and it's really bad for the Cowboys. Basically, what you're saying is you're punting on this season. You don't think you're going to be good enough to contend if you're a Cowboys fan.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's talking about a defensive tackle. We need a defensive tackle that can come in and play now, but that's not in the NFL. You have to be such a force to be a game-changing defensive tackle, a la Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald was really one of the only ones at true defensive tackle. Dexter Lawrence,
Chris Jones,
Chris Jones, prime Christian Wilkins. Very few names truly hold that, and so it's they're not getting. That we know who they're getting. It's like they didn't get
and
a Parsons equivalent, and they got 2 first-round picks. Cool. They're probably going to be late because I think Green Bay is going to be dirty. It's not
typically a player like Micah Parsons does not fall to that late in the draft. Micah Parsons was a top 15 pick. Green Bay is not going to be picking in the top 15 unless they have a Jordan Love injury or something.
Yeah, no. Fucking the Cowboys are going to use their first overall pick. No, I'm not going to be that mean. They're going to use whatever early ass pick they get at the end of this season to draft Arch Manning. Because his granddad said he was going to stay in another year, isn't going to stay in another year.
Yep.
just to spite his family. He's gonna leave, get drafted by the Cowboys early as shit. And then all three of those other two or first round draft picks in the next two drafts are going to be linemen. I mean, I'll put my money on that. Where's Poly Market or whatever, Bet Stakes, whatever. Take that line. I'll take that line. Jerry Jones sucks.
I mean, if you're an NFC East fan, you want Jerry Jones to live forever.
Yeah, dude, live forever, but
you just gifted Micah Parsons to the Packers for nothing. Like, that's a steal.
Yeah.
That's no.
And we like the NFC East plays the NFC North this season. So we have they're literally trading them to a team they're gonna play.
The Packers go to Dallas week 4.
Yeah. Like
you think Micah's gonna wreck Dak Prescott's shit?
Oh my god, dude. How long has he wanted to is the real question.
Yeah.
It's not a question of if, it's not a question of when. We even know when. And it's a question of how bad did he want it, and it's a lot.
I know we have to move on to college football, but just one real quick thing. I've been seeing a lot of Cowboys fans being like, "Oh, we're going to do what the Bengals did. We're not going to play defense, but we're going to have an elite level offense." The Bengals, it didn't work for them last year. And Joe Burrow is way better than Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Like, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are way better receivers than CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens collectively. Like, no. It didn't work for them last year. They didn't make the playoffs. Yeah. Why do you think it's going to work for you?
Without another great defense. Yeah, no. I mean, listen, that's an organization that has been taking a monumental head slide into the new century. So
also, I'm on Reddit a lot, as you know. I really enjoy the jokes from Bengals fans being like, "Damn, imagine not paying your guy."
Dude, imagine not paying your guy. It is crazy. Trey Hendrickson still left. What's going to happen? They're going to trade him to the Commanders.
He signed. They extended him 1 year. Yeah.
Yeah.
They extended him 1 year.
The Prove Me contract. They didn't, yeah.
Yeah, but
Trey Hendrickson gave in. He should have forced a trade to the Commanders as he wanted to. I'm just guessing.
No, I don't think he wanted to.
What? Why would you not? Who is he? DeMarcus Lawrence? Anyways, speaking of ESPN notifications that shocked everybody this week, I got one today that was Deion Sanders is going to have sideline porta potties installed for the game today in about 17 minutes versus Georgia Tech. Colorado versus Georgia Tech is the first game on our TTT Week 1 college football predictions. Georgia Tech and Colorado. It's at Colorado, Folsom Field, deep in the heart of Boulder. I mean, I don't know about you, Dr. Preston. I'm going to start this one off with my prediction. I am going to run the ball straight to Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech, they lose some guys up front on the offensive line, but Colorado, they lose their quarterback Shador and the Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah.
And while Colorado's D-line was decent last year, I don't know how good it'll be this year because,
I think it takes an uptick. I don't know, man. They have a better coach.
Yeah. They have Warren Sapp now.
Have you seen the clips of Warren Sapp? Like, that dude is the craziest defensive line coach, and that is the perfect archetype for an elite defensive line coach. They have to be insane. So I don't know, man. I think that defensive line may take a step, but I think it's just everywhere else. Yeah.
I like Haynes King. Obviously, I really like, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is one of those teams, they play way up to their opponents.
Yeah.
Which is why they're able to take Georgia to the wire last year. They beat Miami last year. But then they also play way down to their opponents. They're one of those very roller coaster, inconsistent teams. I think they're going to be up for this one.
I think so too.
Week 1. If you can't get hyped for week 1, what the fuck are you doing?
And a lot of people have been hyped. Since Coach Prime got there, everyone's been
Mm-hmm.
hyping Colorado. It's been a big Colorado media train. And so they're underdogs in some people's books, which is crazy. Like, that team is mean, dude. The running attack they can put on with Haynes King and everyone else, like, it's hard to stop for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can throw a deep ball on you still. And you have to respect it, because if you don't respect it, they'll do it all day. So that's a very good team. I mean, I'm pretty confident in Georgia Tech.
I like Georgia Tech to be able to go into Boulder and get that win. I like Georgia Tech in this one.
Yeah, man. I mean, I am not a Coach Prime hater.
No.
I will say that. Like, that is not. I'm not a like. I got to be honest. But yeah, it's definitely Georgia Tech.
Yep.
All right. Oh, that's Auburn Baylor.
Yeah.
All right. Auburn Baylor. That one's next.
This one I have been going back and forth all week. Auburn should win this game. Auburn has way more talent than Baylor does, especially on the lines of scrimmage. Keldrick Falk, their defensive end, he's a really good football player. He might be a first-round draft pick. He plays well this year. Auburn should win this game. This is the game that Auburn should win.
Yeah.
I just don't trust them to win this game with Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze just has a tendency to blow games. He should absolutely win. And
Hugh Freeze does blow.
He does. And I think I like Baylor's quarterback situation better than I like Auburn's. Like, Jackson Arnold, I don't know. A lot of reports out of camp are kind of very mixed about Jackson Arnold. So I'm not very optimistic about that. Maybe it'll surprise me. I don't know. But I just think Auburn should win this game. Auburn should win this game. But I think Baylor is going to somehow pull this game out.
I mean,
it's at home for them. It's in Waco. And if Hugh Freeze doesn't win this game, I don't know.
He's already on the hot seat. Yeah, he's literally already on the hot seat. So, I'm feeling Auburn for this one. I know, like you're saying, Auburn should win this game. But, Jackson Arnold's he's going to have a better offensive line and two really good wide receivers that we know of. They also got some good, they've got a pretty decent wide receiver freshman class coming in. So we see how there's just some bodies. I know nothing of the name, but they got a kid that's 6'4", 190, 195. That's just the Slim Reaper build.
They returned Cam Coleman, who is a freak, but
he's a stud.
I'm not denying Auburn's talent. I just don't trust their coaching staff. I don't trust them at all.
Yeah, this feels like the exact kind of game that Hugh Freeze would win, because in the end of the day, it's week one, and obviously this momentum matters. But in the long shot, playing Baylor isn't going to be the biggest game for a team like Auburn. If they want to have a good season, like an amazing SEC season, they've got a way bigger dogs that they're going to have to take down, So this is the exact kind of game where they win to get confidence, just to get stomped out by someone like fucking Georgia, Alabama, whoever, This is the exact kind of game that Hugh Freeze does win to go en route and get blown out by someone better. And that's why I'm taking Auburn.
I feel it. There we go.
Boom.
All right, now are we ready for the huge game?
Yeah, obviously we're gonna hit the big hitter. We gotta hit it quick. Ohio State versus Texas. Texas versus Ohio State. It's at Ohio State. This is
versus number 3.
Yep, number 1 versus number 3. This is the big one. This is the noon kickoff. Everyone, the excitement for this game is so palpable because it's either going to be just an absolute grind because neither team can figure out how to play offense with it, or it's going to be a shootout for all shootouts. I'm hoping for the shootout. I'll go on this one. I'm calling Texas. both teams, this is week 1 for two very good squads that have new QB1s.
Yes.
So that means that these teams are finding their football. Like both these teams are going to be doing, like, obviously we're talking elite level college football. They're going to have some stuff that's schemed up for this game. It's week 1, they're going to have some stuff that's schemed up. But for the most part, they're trying to find what the bread and butter is. And with that being said, I think the fact that Arch Manning has been QB2, he's been in the room. He isn't brand new. Julian Sayin is brand new. Arch Manning is
he was there last
the
year. He was there last year.
All right. But
yeah,
all right. Damn.
But like Arch played last year. Like
Arch played. Yeah. Arch played. But like
I get what you're saying.
And so I feel like it's that kind of energy. Arch has like, I've stepped on the field, I've played Georgia, UTA or UTSA. I played the Roadrunners. But yeah, no. So I'm feeling like just that kind of energy coming out of the locker room, just a quarterback with a little bit more confidence. And then also, I feel like Ohio State has a weird thing early in this. Obviously last year it was week 5 before they played like a true opponent. But in that week 5 game versus Oregon, they dropped it. And I feel like last year we really
that
saw
was a
them.
banger though.
That was an amazing game. But I think that's what this is going to be.
Yeah, I know.
And I feel like that's my thing with Ryan Day is that, like, even, so that was last year. Let's rewind to 23, 2 years ago. They have a week 14 or week 4 matchup against Notre Dame that they were highly favored. They did win it, but it was 17-14. That game, like, they almost blew.
Yeah.
And I feel like with Ryan Day, they hold their cards until later in the season. We saw it last year, man. Like, that team during the season and that team in the playoffs, like, it was so obvious. They said it, they said it in interviews, like, they were open and honest. That's what they did. And I don't feel like there's any reason why they wouldn't do that again with the success they had last year. I mean, they won the national championship doing that. They had to find the bread and butter. I just feel like Sark is going to go all the fuck out. And Ryan Day is only going to go to like 80%. If they lose, he'll play him again in the night. Like, I feel like Ryan Day is that kind of coach, He's like, I need to establish the tendencies of my team. I know where we're going to get. Like, we're going to be in the playoffs, I'll win every game if we lose this game. I'll win every other game. I'll make sure it happens.
These are two teams that we really don't know what they're going to be. We know Ohio State has, the two best players in this game potentially, maybe in the country, in Jeremiah Smith and Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
And we also know that they are reloading everywhere else. Texas, they lose a bunch of their offensive line to the draft. Ohio State, they lose some guys to the draft as well. But I give the edge to Ohio State because they have more known commodities to me. And I feel like Julian's saying we're not talking enough about him. If you read reports from coming out of camp, not this year, but last year, Julian Sayin was right on the heels of Will Howard for that starting job. Yeah, and they brought in Will Howard to be the starter, but that's how talented Julian Sayin is. The fact that Arch didn't play more, despite the fact that Quinn Ewers was obviously hurt last year, that's a red flag to me. I'm not saying he's not going to be good, but I think we need to pump the brakes just a little bit. And
we got to see. I mean, that's the thing, It's not that we need to pump the brakes. I mean, you're right, but like
the dude is the Heisman favorite. Yeah, he is the Heisman Trophy favorite.
I know, man, but it's just that's how it all is. I'm just saying it's it's not even pump the brakes. We got to see. No one's seen. That's the thing about picking a guy that's never played. You're right. Media hype is one thing, but
it's ridiculous. The other thing, both teams lose a lot on the offensive line. Ohio State, they had guys injured last year. Josh Simmons, Donovan Jackson, they were hurt last year. So those younger guys do have experience. I like that for Texas. I like that for Ohio State. Texas didn't have that last year. They lose Kelvin Banks. They lose their other tackle. And I think if you've got, especially early on in the year, as a coach, I think people will know what I'm talking about. If you've got new offensive lines, the defensive line should dominate.
Yeah, at that level, especially.
Because you just and I like Ohio State. I like the fact that those guys have played a little bit. They played a little bit last year. They're not green. They have a little bit of experience under their belt. I like that for them. Obviously, Colin Simmons is a menace, but I think they're gonna have a game plan to deal with him. I like Ohio State at home, man. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game, but I like Ohio State at home.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for the shootout, but I have a feeling that this is going to be a weird game. I just because like both of these are high expectation schools that are going out here trying to find their footing.
Yeah,
both of them. I mean, brand new quarterbacks that bring different elements to their predecessors.
Yep.
And so I'm excited to see the outcome. I feel like the madman that Sark is, he's going to waste all of his juice real early. I'm just banking on that. But Preston picks Ohio State. I pick Texas.
Yep.
And now we're on to one that is – it's interesting. Because Alabama at Florida State, the big part of this is the at Florida State. Now, on paper, this should be an absolute wipe up. And I'm going to take Alabama in this one because I feel confident in that Kellen DeBoer team, but I don't think that Florida State's going to roll over like everyone is expecting because of the team that they fielded last year. All reports are that this Florida State is trying to do everything that they have to be a different team,
Well, Mike Norvell's on the hot seat. If he doesn't win this year, he might get fired.
Dude, if he doesn't win early this year, he could get tarmacked.
Yeah.
That's a classic term.
Shout out Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, dude. So, I feel that the Tide can handle what the Seminoles are going to throw at them. But I feel like we're going to see some unique, like some new stuff out of Florida State that we haven't seen, at least definitely not since last year. After what happened to them, like the absolute fall of that team is crazy. It started week 0 in Ireland versus Georgia Tech.
Well, that's what happens. Mike Norvell, he's a transfer portal guy. He portals in his team, a new team every single year. And when things go great, that's great, but what the transfer portal is, you're getting a bunch of mercenaries. And when things go sideways, they don't give a shit. They're getting paid either way. That's what they are. They're mercenaries.
Yeah.
They're not ingrained in the culture that you've set and you built. The transfer portal is your culture. And that is the flip side of having a transfer-heavy team.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, you're seeing that is – I think Florida State is one of the prime examples of the absolute meltdown that can happen if you rely so heavily on that system. But with the sword that you fall on comes the sword that you forge. They have a new NIL team, a new transfer team, and they got a new team to try to put together. And I feel like week 1 versus Alabama, I think we're going to see an interesting matchup for the Tide to just win, probably win pretty handily.
I think Florida State, we've talked about Alabama's defense. Basically, their only loss on defense was linebacker Jahad Campbell. They returned everybody else.
Yeah.
Their defense could be the best defense in the country. Like that, they are that talented, and they bring so many guys back. So if you're Florida State, I feel like you might need to go a little up tempo, some hurry up to try to get that defense off balance a little bit. The problem with that is that if you go 3 and out, it's going to wear your defense out so quickly because they're just going to be constantly on the field. I think Alabama wins this game pretty handedly. I think it'll be close in the first half, but then Alabama's just going to kind of pull away.
Yeah, I expect something
like
very
Alabama
similar.
in this game.
I agree with you. I think that's, the Tide, man. I'll know piss about nothing but the Tide.
Yep.
All right. This is the game of the week, the battle for the real Death Valley.
The real Death Valley.
Number 9 LSU at number 4 Clemson. This is one of the big ones. Obviously
they're gonna show the bus rides. I hate it.
It's gonna be so much bus riding, dude. They're gonna ride that bus that quarter mile so well. Oh, dude, you're gonna see how they do that quarter mile. It's gonna be so impressive. Anyways, Clemson. I mean, they returned 16 stars. I don't even want to talk about it. We talked about it too much.
We have.
But, it's the same narrative, dude. This is a team that's returned a lot. LSU is a team that kind of lost a lot, especially on the offensive line, which is mission critical. And Clemson's bringing a defensive line that is not only returning 2 potential first-round picks and TJ Parker and Peter Woods. They also bring in Will Held, which was a top player in the SEC last year at the edge. And just a Avion Terrell, like cornerback. Wade Woodaz, Sammy Brown at the linebacker positions. The young bull, Sammy Brown. That's a young bull. It's only a sophomore this year.
I will say this, because I don't think we talk about a lot of the guys that they're bringing back, because they're bringing back everyone on that defense. But they weren't very good against the run last year. Against the teams with a pulse, they gave up a lot of big chunk plays in the run game. They weren't very disciplined. But they bring in a new defensive coordinator, Tom Allen.
They do.
From Penn State. So I think I like that. I think he's going to be more disciplined, more fundamentals, just stay in your gap control, gap awareness, like that kind of thing. I think they're going to be much better against the run this year. But if LSU can run the ball, I think they will have a chance. I don't know if LSU will be able to run the ball with that brand new offensive line that they've got bringing in there against those studs on the D-line.
Yeah. And I'll say, I agree. We did give up a lot of chunk plays last year. Like Clemson got gashed, but at the same time, it was very bend don't break. Like if you gashed us, you had to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
If you got stuck in the goal line with Clemson, like they did a really good job consistently. And so, I think that is kind of what it is. Like we have studs. Honestly, there's so many times last year where our defensive scheme. We had I can't even remember his name, but he was the predecessor to Brent Venables. Now Oklahoma head coach Brent Venables. He was his right-hand man when he left Clemson, and essentially we gave him the hat to be our DC, and gave him 2 seasons. But like it wasn't the same. He was trying to be Brent Venables, and he just wasn't, and it wasn't working. And that's kind of why we moved on with him. And I'm really excited with bringing Allen in from Penn State. I mean, that Penn State defense, obviously they had Abdul Carter, but dude, we got fucking TJ Parker.
Yeah.
And I think he's coming in. There's no way you can be a good defensive coordinator coming into being the defense coordinator at Clemson and not be excited. Like you have to be like on the edge of your seat. Like I got some dogs. Actually, I got some tigers.
So, Riley, you want to know a game plan that I would use if I was Clemson?
Yeah.
So, LSU, they have this stud athlete. I'm not going to say he's a stud football player, but he's a stud athlete named Harold Perkins Jr. And they kind of don't know how to utilize him. Like, as a true freshman, he was just kind of a menace coming off the edge. But they don't want to use him like that anymore. So, they've moved him now to star, which is like a nickel backer / safety. So if I'm LSU or if I'm Clemson, I spread out LSU and I just fucking kill Harold Perkins was like fucking in the slot. Like you put TJ Moore or Antonio Williams in the slot and force Harold Perkins to cover. Yep. Because then if he can't cover you in the slot, then you're going to be forced to bring a safety down and then you can hit big shots over the top. Does that make sense?
We got the wide receiving core for that exact kind of plan too. And I expect to see stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of the Garrett Riley system has always been like try to work running and short throws into big shots.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's in modern football, that's kind of the standard formula. Garrett Riley always, has his own way to piss me off by calling good screens on third down. Not saying you shouldn't throw a screen on third down. Don't get me wrong. Not against a screen on third down. There's just that a stack wide receiver screen on fucking 3rd and 8 is stupid. Anyway.
And then do you know the beauty? This is how simple football can be when you really break it down. You know the beauty of spreading them out? Because they do like to blitz Harold Perkins. But if you split out Harold Perkins and make him come, he's going to have to declare early that he's blitzing. And then you can just throw RPOs off of that and just throw that bitch in behind.
Oh, we were eating with RPOs last year. I mean, that was a big part of the Clemson system.
Yep.
And we seem, wide receiver turned running back Adam Randall got the nod as running back
starter.
1. But the guys behind them, including a true freshman from Liberty Christian Academy in Lynchburg, Virginia. I always forget the kid's name.
Gideon Davidson.
That's right, Gideon Davidson. He's in the fighting. We have Jay Haynes from last year. He was very good, very explosive speed back, good out of the backfield with the hands as well. Like, we have a deep running back room and, deep wide receiver room, a deep running back room. Something's got to be it, dude. We got to find something. If we can't find something, we got to fire Garrett Riley.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at with him, dude. The 2 seasons, obviously we did what we're supposed to do, but we weren't exciting and explosive like we used to be. And so I don't know.
I think LSU, they'll be a good team this year, but this is the worst time to play a game like this with a brand new offensive line. I think Clemson wins this game by at least 10 points. I don't see it. I don't see LSU like being able to hang with Clemson in the end.
He said it, not me. Do you think Clemson's going to win? Those games have kicked off. That's interesting.
Yeah. No, that's why we had to do them early.
I know we had to do them early, but it is fun. They have gone.
Yep.
Fun. All right. Now we are on to Sunday. Virginia Tech versus South Carolina. The Beamer Bowl in Mercedes-Benz. Obviously, they needed some kind of banger classic to follow up Syracuse versus Tennessee. That's tonight or tomorrow night.
Yep.
How else are you going to follow Tennessee versus Syracuse by nothing other than the Beamer Bowl? Tech versus South Carolina. I don't know about you. I feel like South Carolina.
I see a lot of Virginia Tech fans talking shit. Like, oh, South Carolina, they have Lenore Sellers and they have Dylan Stewart. Those are 2 very damn good football players. Dylan Stewart might be the best edge rusher in the SEC. I love Dylan Stewart. And what Tech fans won't tell you is that, dog, we lost a lot of guys too. Like, we bring back Kyron Drones, but he didn't have a great year last year. Obviously, we lost so much. I don't know what this team's going to be. I'm not as high on South Carolina as I am, other teams in the SEC. I don't think that South Carolina will make the playoff this year. I think they just lost too much on defense. But I still trust Shane Beamer more than I trust fucking Brent Pry. I would love to be proven wrong, but at this point, I would just be a fucking homer if I said anything else. I think South Carolina wins this game.
Yeah, and I got to say, Lenore Sellers is good enough to beat most mid to lower level teams, like almost by himself. Like, just as long as the defense doesn't give up too much, I think that's just kind of that kid's insane. We saw it last year when he played Clemson, man. If it wasn't for the sweat on that kid's back, they would not have won that game.
No.
Like, that kid put in extra work. But yeah, I'm going. I gotta go South Carolina here. Not that I ever want to. Literally, this is like the worst game for me. I don't want to pick either one of these teams. I never want to pick either one of these teams to win. So Preston picked the Cox. I picked South Carolina. It's the same team. He just chose that one for some reason.
I mean,
he wants to go
South
Cox.
Carolina has more talent than we do, and they have a better coach than we do. Like, I'd be insane to pick Virginia Tech in this game. I'd love to be proven wrong, but until they prove me wrong, I'm picking South Carolina.
Hell yeah. All right. The next game. This one's a very interesting game.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than just a top 10 matchup interesting because it is a top 10 matchup. It's number 6 Notre Dame at number 10 Miami.
Mm-hmm.
But if there is anything in the world that can be considered the heel of Notre Dame, it is playing in Miami. I mean, it's
what do
just
you mean,
true.
dude? People say that. Pretty sure Notre Dame beat Penn State in Hard Rock in the playoff last year.
Miami and Miami. I get sure. Fucking, I don't mean the stadium. I mean playing Miami in Miami.
Okay.
The convicts versus the Catholics. If they're in the prison, they're screwed. That's a great 30 for 30. If you haven't seen it, 30 ESPN 30 for 30 convicts versus Catholics.
Yeah, dude.
All about Miami versus Notre Dame.
It was just about some dickhead who decided to make a T-shirt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it is funny. I mean,
it's hilarious.
That's crazy. But anyways, yeah, so I mean, I don't trust Carson Beck. I'm picking Notre Dame. I would love the ACC to beat Notre Dame. That always makes me happy. And if Miami wins, I will, clap as as an ACC supporter. But Notre Dame is a mean team, and I don't think Miami's going to be able to stop Jeremiah Love in that offensive line.
These are two of the best offensive lines in the country.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be like a real bub trench battle, which I'm really, really excited about. Obviously, if you don't know, I love Jeremiah Love. He's one of my favorite players in college football. I loved him last year. He was just a little bit injury prone, but he's back. He's healthy. Oh, man. And the thing is, Miami has all this talent, especially on the D-line.
Yeah.
Like, with Reuben Bain. And
yep.
They don't always play up to that. They don't always play up to their talent level. And that's kind of the crux of Miami. So are you expecting them to just go out and dominate a great offensive line week 1? I don't think I am. It could happen, sure, but I'm not expecting it. So I like Notre Dame in this game. They announced CJ Carr as their starter. I think I like their weapons more than I like Miami's weapons with, Jaden Greathouse kind of really came on late last year. Obviously, Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price in the backfield. I think this is going to be more of a lower scoring game. It's going to be very much a bub battle up front. But I like Notre Dame to go in there and get the win. Because Miami, they don't have a home field advantage either. Those fans don't give a shit. Has the game sold out yet? I don't know if the game is sold out yet.
Ooh, that's honestly a good enough question to go try to find out. As I do that, let us begin to talk about TCU versus North Carolina.
This is an unknown. I have no idea.
I can only pick by the way, this one's on Monday. This was Monday Night Football for us all.
Yeah.
Just so
Labor Day football. Yep.
But but we can get tickets as low as $200. I mean,
it has not sold out.
It's sold. Yet. It's not sold out.
Okay.
You can get a couple seats in almost every section, but you're going.
Oh, Jack Lee, you missed it.
I already gave Lenore Sellers his hype. I said, and I quote, Lenore Sellers is good enough to beat most mid to low level teams in the NCAA. And I was quoting specifically Virginia Tech, that mid-level fucking ACC squad.
Yeah.
Will probably get toe up by Lenore Sella almost himself. And it's so obvious that Preston picked the Cox.
I did pick the Cox.
He picked the Cox.
Look at that, Jag Lee. You would have known this if you had fucking. I already talked about Dylan Stewart.
Yeah, no. We got him. Don't worry. Go.
Come on. Jag Lee, catch up, man.
I go back and talk about him, but we did confirm that the game is not sold out between Notre Dame and Miami.
I didn't think it was.
Not even close. A game that is sold out. TCU versus UNC.
This is completely unknown. We've got Chapel Bill going up against Sonny Dykes. Is it? Yeah, it's Sonny Dykes. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, I have no idea. Like Bill Belichick, obviously, he had a lot of success in the NFL, one of the greatest NFL coaches of all time. But this is not the NFL. This is college football. We have no idea how he's going to be coaching college football. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think we know. Okay. We don't know how Bill Belichick is a college football coach.
Mm-hmm.
Something we do know is how Steve Belichick is as defensive coordinator.
This is true.
And honestly, solely off of the work that I know, that like how he works as a defensive coordinator and the way that they have phrased Bill Belichick's trust in his son for the defense of this team. Like they've said it publicly. It's been in interviews. Bill Belichick is trusting his son because his son is coached at this level, at the highest level of this level. And because of that, I mean, just over TCU, a team like TCU, I think UNC is just their defense is probably going to do good work for them. I mean, I'm very excited to see the defense that Steve Belichick and Bill Belichick put together at UNC. These are two of the greatest defensive minds. Well, one of the greatest defensive minds and a guy that's up and coming that has proven himself. I mean, his work at Washington was beautiful, man. That defense was nice. That's really, I mean, for me, it's just defense. I just don't trust TCU. TCU relies on a single player if they ever do it. You know, like it was Max Duggan a few years ago when they made that run. You know, they didn't have him, and it's always like that. And I just don't feel like, you know, they don't have. You know, if TCU is going to be good, everyone talks about them. I don't think they're going to be that great.
I think you make a really good point. Like I'm just gonna give UNC the edge just because they're at home. Like I know it's not great home field advantage, but I really have no idea what any of these teams are.
Yeah, no.
Like, but I'm gonna pick North Carolina.
You know why I'm picking, because I'm picking the Tar Heels because Bill Belichick is Unk. It's Chapel Bill, and Chapel Bill is Unk. I got it in. All right.
Oh, right, Colorado's man. Up 7-0.
Oh God, we're gonna be wrong. Nah, this is gonna be a grind out game, dude.
It is gonna be a great game. I'm excited.
It's gonna be a grind out too. It's gonna be a hard game for both teams. But as Riley, we go, let's just quickly.
Do we want to talk about some of the games that happened on Thursday?
I mean, I do want to say. My oh my, the difference a running back can make. I was watching that game, dude. South Florida, dude. That team, it was like so just neck and neck, and then boom. I mean, that shit exploded, dude. South Florida went off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fake punt for a touchdown was nasty. We should.
Yeah, did you see that? I
was watching.
They snuck in their third string quarterback who looked like a punter.
I mean, would you not? I would. Is it right?
I mean, if you're not up in the box screaming, that's not the putter. That's not the fucking putter. I don't know what you're doing.
All right, here we go.
But obviously, Boise State did not have that happen.
What punter's number 13? I've never seen a punter that low of a number.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because
Not that
as a
low
coach,
number,
you're
but
up in the booth. You have everything there for you. You've got the 2 deep. You've got the depth charts. You've got the whole roster like there. So you can point out personnel. That's literally a huge part of your job if you're up in the booth. And if you're a special teams quality control or a special teams coach, you're like, hey, that's not their fucking punter. And that should raise huge red flags.
Yo, he got smacked.
Yeah.
Look at dude. This dude fell right into his leg. He went fucking face mask right into the knee.
That's a great catch by the receiver too.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that worked just well enough. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
But yeah, man, shout out USF. That's a huge win for them. A lot of people thought Boise State might be the group of 5 representative in the playoff this year. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Oh, yo, also, all right, here's a fun one. This is a fun one.
Yeah.
What ranked team do you think puts the most points up on their cupcake? Is it number 2 Penn State versus Nevada? Is it number 5 Georgia versus Marshall? Is it number 7 Montana State or number 7 Oregon versus Montana State? Or I don't know. I mean, maybe like the Florida versus Long Island University.
I don't think it'll be Georgia because once they get a comfortable lead, Kirby typically calls the dogs off pretty early.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be Georgia. I don't know, man. I mean, Oregon, they struggled with Boise last year. Obviously, Boise was a playoff team.
As a way different team, dog. Yeah, you can't compare Boise to fucking Montana State.
I think it'll be Penn State.
Boynton. Yeah,
I think it'll be Penn State.
I think because if there's any team that needs to put up 60 on a team to make them feel good right now, it is kind of Penn State. I don't even mean that in a negative way. They have a lot of hype around them, and the only way that they're gonna fucking do what people expect them to do is if they put up that kind of shit. So
yep,
I agree. I think Penn State or Florida. If Lagway is worth a shit, Florida also could put up. Yo, Tennessee versus Syracuse is good. I mean, Tennessee probably does have a chip on their shoulder, but I just don't think they're gonna have the talent. They lose.
Syracuse isn't a cupcake.
You're correct. Syracuse isn't a cupcake, but they are a cupcake. But they lose Nico. I'm gonna leave you anyway.
Are you? I mean, Riley, Clemson struggles with Syracuse.
I know we do. Only us though. No, I'm just kidding. They have been pretty decent.
Yeah.
I just like talking shit.
I mean,
also Indiana versus ODU. Yo, that might be crazy.
Losing Nico Iamaleava, who's now at UCLA, like that's a huge loss for them. I just the talent going from him to their new quarterback, that's a tremendous drop off. They also lose Squirrel White. I don't know if Tennessee really sees that as a loss though. They kind of seem to be done with him. But I think that'll be like a sneaky good game.
I think it'll be a good game. I think that's the problem. I don't think that should be a good game for Tennessee, and I think it will be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I agree. I think the top ranked team that's going to put the most on their cupcake is probably going to be Penn State versus Nevada.
I agree.
With my second place being Indiana and Old Dominion, because Kirk Cignetti is going to just beat the shit out of them for old time's sake, or for the old JMU days.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, before we go here, I just want to rerun our stream schedule for everyone. And
it's the Trash Talk Tailgate. Come along and join the tailgate.
God, I love pressing buttons. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep joining us in. We got another live stream on Sunday. Keep your eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
Have a great day, everybody.
Yep.